Hello, everyone. Linda Wilson here from Learn to Transcribe Academy. I have the honor of speaking with Miss May Busby. Hi, May.
Hi.
May just graduated from our legal transcription training program, and I'd love to turn it over to you and let you tell everybody a little about yourself. So go right ahead, May.
All right. Well, my name is May Busby. I'm in my mid 50s and I am an empty nester, so I have lots of time and uninterrupted time to start this new career, which I'm excited about. I was in the store display business for over 30 years, and the first half of it, I was working for somebody, another company, and the last half, I was working for my brother-in-law who started his own display company. And in between, when my kids were little, I was able to do some transcribing work for about 3 years. When I first moved to California, I actually started, my first job was a transcription job at a private investigation firm, and they mostly did workers' comp fraud claims. So I would transcribe depositions for them and sub rosa investigations for them. So I came in here with some experience already, my foot in the door, and some um, business contacts. So the course was just added information and education, and I'm excited to get started in my new career. I got laid off in July, and I started this course a few months prior to that because I was miserable in this job, and I just knew that I wanted to do something else. And I love typing and I love transcribing, and so I thought, let's try this career again.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's great. Well, we have a lot of students who come in with zero knowledge, zero transcription history or background, and that's fine too. And we can train people from zero. But you had a little bit of an edge there, as you just said. You had actually transcribed before, so you knew what headphones were and a foot pedal and how to carefully listen and translate that over into paper. And I think you told me offline that you were already somewhat certified almost or something like that in Microsoft Word. Tell us about that.
So about 20 years ago, I took a course on Microsoft Office applications, and I specifically chose to concentrate on Microsoft Word. And at the end of that course, I was certified as a Microsoft Word expert. But of course, that was 20 years ago, and lots of things have changed and have been added to the software program. So um, through your training, I learned things that I hadn't known before, like, building the macros and um, uh, your autocorrect list of words that you wanted to, correct automatically. So there was still lots of valuable information in your course regarding Microsoft Word.
Well, good. I'm glad.
Yeah,
Well, that makes me feel a little better that, you did learn something new. I'm glad to hear that.
I learned a lot.
Well, good. And I appreciate that. And you've just been an excellent student and you did great in the course. And I know you're going to be a really good asset to whoever is lucky enough to hire you. So we're going to get started on that immediately and get you referred out to a company that's worthy of you.
That's
And
great. I'm
if
looking
you're
forward to
worthy
it.
of them and make a great match there, that's sort of my role in this is to try to, hook people up to where I feel like you'll be happy and they'll be happy and it'll be a good match. And that's something probably my most rewarding thing that I do. I love helping people get their foot in the door and get going working, enjoying what they're doing and making money with it. I just love doing that. I really do. And so I'm excited to help you.
Well, I could tell that was your heart through the whole process,
It
and
really
I
is.
appreciate it. Yeah.
It stems actually from years and years ago. I actually worked at an employment agency for the state. That's
Oh.
what I did. A lot of people don't know that, but I helped people find jobs, and it was so rewarding. 20, 30 years later, I would just maybe be in the grocery store or something, and somebody would come up to me and tap me on the shoulder and say, "Hey, you don't remember me, do you?" And of course, I didn't. And I'm like, well, I'm not sure, and they say, well, I just wanted to let you know that you referred me to a job 30 years ago, and I'm just retired from there.
Oh, wow.
My hope, and if it wasn't for you, I would have never gotten that opportunity. And a lot of these people I'm talking about were Vietnam vets coming back from
Oh,
the Vietnam War, and they were having trouble finding work, for people wanting to, train them and everything. And so I worked with the agency to bridge that gap and help get people, you know, willing to hire someone with mentorship and apprenticeship and helping these people. That was our goal, and it worked really well. And we got quite a number of these military vets work.
oh,
And
that's great.
several of them came up to me later and, and said, well, I just wanted you to know, that's how I got my start. And they remembered me, but I didn't necessarily remember them, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like on
Yeah.
site or remember their name or anything, but they remembered me. And so it just made me feel really good to be able to do that. And I've always remembered that. And that was one reason that I started this school, for that kind of that background reason of, you know what, maybe I could teach people how to do something that I know how to do and help them get where they could work too, doing essentially the same thing, not court reporting, but working on the transcript side. Why not? And it's just really been fulfilling to me and made me happy. And I'm going to be
Well,
really happy when I get that report back that you've been up and running and you're onboarded and going.
oh, that's great. Thank you. Yeah, you can tell, or I could tell, that you poured everything into this course. I can't imagine the amount of hours that it took to get that
Oh, yeah,
course together. It's
months.
very thorough, and your emphasis on repetition was, very important to
Accuracy.
solidify, yeah, all of the lessons and punctuation. I mean, it's really, it had to have been a labor of love for sure.
Well, it really was. And I really appreciate you saying that and recognizing that and acknowledging that. Thank you so much for saying that. That's very, very nice and sweet of you. Well, look, I'm going to let you go unless you have anything else to say, and we'll be in touch through email and get you up and running as quick as possible. Okay.
Okay, that sounds great. I don't have anything else to add other than I just really appreciate you and the program, and I'm really excited and looking forward to hitting the ground running.
Well, I appreciate you and trusting me with this and, you know, putting in the effort because it was a lot of work. This is not an easy
Yes.
course. And you put the work in and you stuck with it. You put your money in it and your time and your effort and everything, and brought with you your background and integrated it into my training, and it all meshed together really well, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay. All right. Well,
All right.
we'll see you later. Just watch for your emails, okay?
All right. Thanks,
Thank
Linda.
you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.